Hi Richard, just wanted to run through a quick video of what we covered today, nice and quickly. Essentially, in your account, we're going to be creating a new workspace in the Newcrest mining account. Once that's created, we can rename that whatever we like, but in there, we want to create firstly a location, and then in that location, we can create an attachment source. We want to choose FTP as the transport to receive a file into that attachment source. You want to copy this unique ID just here, or whatever one is created when you set it up. Actually, I'll set it up and send it through to Position Partners for you. As we save that, we want to transmit via FTP, and just going to log in again there. So this is what Position Partners will be doing. They'll be transmitting a file. There we go. And this is the data that we used initially. So that file has arrived in there. You can see that it's just appeared in Eagle.io. Now in this location, we can create a data source. And the data source is going to be coming in via a delimited text. And we're going to use read from attachment source. It's going to ask us, well, which attachment source do you want to read from? We've only created one, and so you only have one option. So as we select next, we choose that file that's arriving into the system for this particular site and apply that. We're going to pass the data as row series, and we would like to adjoin column 3 to column 2. So we can go back to column 2, change this to column 3, and do an adjoin. Now that they're joined together, we will Okay, so we've joined column 2 and column 3 together. We've disabled column 3 and 4. We've made all the values, and the record time on the far left. So we can apply those rules, select next, and we don't want to bring in all of these different locations into the system, so we can deselect and just bring in the first site. Then by finishing that off in the workspaces tree, it'll bring in the sites, just the site 0096. It downloads that data, and all the values have arrived in the system. The next step is that in this workspace, we can create another location. And once we've got that, we can simply just copy that particular text file source and paste it into here. And by going into the properties of that text file source, going into the connection, we need to tell it that we're going to read from this attachment source, the initial one that we created. And all we need to do now is, again, go back into the properties, go into series, and deselect everything, and then just bring in the next site, which is going to be 0080. Once we've got them selected, we select Save down the bottom, and you can see that that particular site's data is coming into the system. We have a grayed out section just here. So what we want to do is select these ones and delete them. And we should be able to do a new acquire now. Just give it a quick refresh. And that data is going to populate for those sites of 0080. Again, we just repeat this for when we're doing our initial configuration for our different locations. But we're now creating multiple locations on the map with multiple data sources, all reading from one attachment source in the system. Okay, excellent. I'm sure there'll be a bit more and a few other questions, but we're here to help. Many thanks. Bye-bye.